but make no mistake, Caitlin Clark is doing things beyond her years.
Caitlin Clark is way better, way sooner than anybody thought.
Today, we're hearing from 10 WNBA stars who have seen it all, and their opinions on Caitlin Clark reveal something amazing. What happens when a superstar arrives and changes everything? Someone so special steps onto the court that even the game's legends from the past and present can't help but take notice. When the greatest players in women's basketball history discuss Caitlin Clark, their reactions range from pure amazement to audacious predictions about the sport's future. Before we break it down, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Are you ready? Let's get started.
She just absolutely did it all and became a magnet for attention and an icon for sports fans, certainly little girls, certainly mine as well, playing her basketball and watching her play.
When Sabrina Ionescu and Caitlin Clark faced off for the first time on May 16, 2024, basketball fans saw something unique. Two generational talents who transformed the college game now facing each other as pros. Their matchup encapsulated everything that makes basketball beautiful, including deep three-point shooting, court vision, and an unstoppable competitive drive.
What Caitlin's been able to do in the college game, continuing to push it forward. She's selling out every arena she's going to, and you know, obviously the WNBA is excited to bring her in market wherever she's going to end up, and continuing to push the game. Regardless of what she's doing, she's changing the game of basketball.
Even before Clark's WNBA journey started, the recently crowned WNBA champion became one of her biggest fans. "I'm really excited to see what she can do in the league," Ionescu said, acknowledging a kindred spirit in Clark's play style. However, it wasn't just about their similarities. Ionescu specifically mentioned Clark's incredible shooting range, pointing out that she can shoot from anywhere on the court, which changes the dynamics of the game. After their first encounter, Ionescu's admiration for Clark only grew.
You know, I hosted her and her dad at Oregon on when she came to visit, so we kind of go way back, and to be able to see her do what she did in college, and you know, now being able to go up against her, I'm just excited to see what she's gonna, you know, be able to accomplish.
Throughout the season, their mutual affection has been evident in public as both stars have shared highlights and celebrated each other's accomplishments, demonstrating how fierce rivals can become unwavering allies.
I'm not the least you know, bit worried about what she's going to be able to accomplish in the league. I just know she's going to continue to work really hard and stick with it, and good things will happen to good people.
Imagine having the greatest playmaker in NBA history examine every facet of your game. That's precisely what happened when Sue Bird, who has 3,234 career assists, focused her analytical attention on Caitlin Clark's rookie season. What she found altered everything she believed to be true about point guards.
I watched pretty much every single one of Caitlin's games early on because I am a fan. I do like good basketball, and of course I wanted to see how she would do. It was like, well, yeah, you have to. If you don't, she's going to drop 35 on you.
Bird's analysis carried special weight because, based on her 2 decades of WNBA experience and 4 championship rings, she saw something unique in Clark's game that distinguished her from typical freshmen, an innate understanding of court spacing and timing that typically takes years to develop. What really caught Bird's attention was Clark's extraordinary court vision and decision-making abilities. Bird observed that Clark's ability to improve her teammates' performances stood out as a remarkable talent for such a young player, despite the fact that most first-year players struggle with the increased speed of the professional game.
So yeah, as I mentioned, Kelsey Mitchell's balling, Caitlin continuing to impress, and she's going to break records nonstop for the next couple of years. Yeah. It's just going to be a constant record break.
Bird's evaluation of Clark's potential left no room for doubt. She stressed that Clark's ceiling remains incredibly high, suggesting that we're only seeing the beginning of what could be a transformative WNBA career. Napheesa Collier, the current Defensive Player of the Year, watched Clark's college career with a unique understanding of what awaits in the pros. Even before Clark entered the draft, Collier saw something special in the Iowa and Indiana Stars game. Her ability to shoot from deep alters the game and puts pressure on defenses. Here's Collier discussing Clark during her debut season after observing how her range compels defenders to modify their entire plan.
It's just so crazy because the growth that Caitlin has brought to the game, the sheer amount of money that she's making these Like these teams, people are having to move their venues for when she comes to play. I think she deserves that. I think she should be one of the top players in the world just for the sheer numbers that she's bringing. So I think that's something that needs to change, and that's what we're trying to do.
The term generational talent is frequently used, but what happens when one true revolutionary player evaluates another? Fresh from her broadcasting duties, Candace Parker broke down Clark's game with the precision of someone who knows exactly what it takes to dominate from day one. You can witness firsthand the competitive fire that drives Clark through their numerous head-to-head matchups. You can see her determination on the court. She plays with a fire that is contagious to her teammates.
And I think that's what she's done for the game, you know, in general. I don't say women's basketball, I say the game of basketball, period. You want to see a show, and I think that that's the biggest thing. You always talk about Steph being a showman. I mean, this is a showman right here.
Yes.
You're able to have sellout crowds to come and see you play. You have student sections that hate you, that want you to lose. That's what sports is, and that's what competition is. And Caitlin's brought all of that and some.
Parker's analysis of Clark carries special weight because she is the first player in WNBA history to win MVP honors as a rookie. She sees something transformative in Clark's approach to the game. She has changed the game not just for women's basketball, but for basketball as a whole. Parker acknowledged Clark's wider impact on the sport.
Listen, you talk about players that change the game when they're on the court, whether they're touching the ball or not. You have to guard her when she steps into the gym. And so I don't think we've seen anything like that in women's basketball. I've played against a number of great shooters.
Yes.
Somebody that when they walk in the gym, you have to guard them. And I think the way the game is played has allowed her to showcase that skill, to be able to take that shot. That shot's being a good shot. It speaks to where basketball is right now.
We're witnessing the emergence of another revolutionary force in women's basketball. If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We know watching this video takes some time, and we appreciate you. Now, back to the action. Clark's ability to make plays that demonstrate understanding well beyond her years, combined with her unprecedented shooting range, forces defenses to completely reshape their strategies, creating opportunities that simply didn't exist.
It's just really, really cool to think about one of those little girls became Caitlin Clark. So I think it just goes to show you, when you just do your best to be in the moment and treat people with kindness, and just be present when you can, it really makes a big difference. And looking at the type of person and leader that she can be with people.
Parker isn't the only legend who sees greatness in Clark's future, though. Prior to Caitlin Clark becoming well-known, she had a chance encounter with her childhood idol, Maya Moore. This encounter marked the start of a mentor-protege relationship that even Moore couldn't have predicted.
All I ever wanted to do was meet her. I didn't have a phone. My dad didn't have his phone, so I just ran over. It's like, can you sign my shirt? Signed my shirt, gave her a hug, ran away. It's like the most vivid memory I have of like women's basketball growing up. And like, honestly, like I still tell everybody that story because it meant so much to me. It's like so cool. I still feel like I was this tall and freaking out, and I ran across the court, gave you a hug. I know. Now I'm like taller than you. Oh my God.
Moore saw something remarkable in young Clark's game from the moment they first met. The raw talent was obvious, but it was Clark's style of play that really drew Moore in. As Clark's career developed, Moore proudly watched as her protege became a game-changing force.
Maya, how does it feel that the best player in the women's game was inspired by you?
Oh man, it's a full circle moment. I remember being 10-year-old Maya going up, hugging, Cynthia Cooper or one of the legends, and just to see that we're still continuing to be able to be connected, to be inspired by each other, to be, family, right? I love the connection.
What most impressed her was Clark's capacity to motivate and inspire her teammates. She recognized in Clark the same traits that had characterized her own illustrious career, the ability to uplift those around her and alter the course of any game. This bond peaked emotionally when Moore unexpectedly showed up at Clark's final regular season game at Iowa, a moment that represented the transfer of the torch from one generation to the next.
But it is so cool to see, just little seeds like that of how we treat each other, how we enjoy each other, how we see each other, and what that means. And now she's growing up, and look at her, and it's super cool. I'm just so proud. I'm so proud of her.
Moore anticipates that Clark's influence will go much beyond the court, motivating the upcoming generation of athletes who will influence women's basketball in the future.
I'm sitting there like, oh my God,
But she's so crafty. This is what people don't know about Caitlin. She's not just a three-point shooter. She's a great passer, not a mediocre passer, not so-so. She is a great passer.
When WNBA pioneer Cynthia Cooper saw Clark take the professional stage, she saw something that reminded her of the revolutionary spirit that founded the league decades ago. When critics questioned Clark's ability to transition to the professional game, Cooper, a two-time WNBA MVP, stepped forward with an emphatic defense. Her declaration was crystal clear: Caitlin Clark is the future of basketball. Coming from a player who helped establish the WNBA standard of excellence, these words carried great significance.
I wish, Caitlin Clark had that experience this year because she's our future.
Beyond only silencing skeptics, Cooper's analysis focused on Clark's whole game, highlighting how the rookie has surpassed expectations because of her flexibility on the court and capacity to influence every aspect of play.
She's just a rookie. That level of greatness, that level of play on a consistent basis as a rookie puts you up in the upper echelon of any league, definitely the W.
When Cheryl Miller, the player who revolutionized women's basketball in the 1980s, first saw Clark play, she was particularly impressed by her offensive arsenal, especially her exceptional shooting range, something we haven't seen in a while, noting that Clark consistently created scoring opportunities under intense defensive pressure. Cooper found that Clark's competitive fire, drive, and determination to excel reminded her of the same spirit that defined the WNBA's early pioneers.
You can set a screen for Caitlin. Caitlin don't need a screen. Caitlin's got great handles. The one thing that I don't think people really appreciate about that young lady's game, she can pass the ball.
She can't pass. She got great assists.
The bounce pass is powerful, which is almost non-existent in the game.
However, what really drew Miller's attention went beyond the numbers and highlights. Caitlin is more than simply a player, she's a brand. Miller saw how Clark's captivating presence was increasing the WNBA's profile and attracting new viewers.
I hugged her. I said, I'm so proud of you. I go, savor this. Use this as a formula. I said, but keep being you. I said, no matter what, keep being you.
Looking ahead, Miller's prediction for Clark's future couldn't be more clear. If she keeps going in this direction, she could redefine what it means to be a superstar in women's basketball coming from basketball royalty. This wasn't just praise. It was a passing of the crown from one basketball legend to another. Rebecca Lobo, a championship player and seasoned analyst, saw something in Clark that others completely missed. Her technical analysis of Clark's game revealed patterns that would make even the most skeptical scouts reevaluation.
She ends up leading the league in assists per game at 8.5, averaging 19 points a game as well. She had an absolutely remarkable rookie campaign.
When two-time MVP and three-time champion Breanna Stewart first faced Clark, everyone expected a veteran teaching moment. However, Stewart left the game with observations that startled even the most seasoned analysts.
Caitlin Clark is one of the best rookie seasons we have ever seen by a player in the WNBA. She has the 5th highest assists per game average ever. She's only the 2nd rookie to lead the league in assists. The other one was Tisha Penicheiro back in 1998.
Stewart was most impressed not only by Clark's natural talent, but also by her commitment to the craft, which is evident on the court. Stewart acknowledged the rookie's dedication to excellence during their games and noted that Clark's ability to create her own shots and maintain composure under pressure left a lasting impression on the MVP.
Caitlin is a great player, and I think the way that she's kind of came into this league, she's continuing to hold her own and show everyone what she can do.
Beyond the X's and O's, however, Stewart saw something transformative in Clark's presence. Caitlin has a way of electrifying the crowd, and that's something special for the league. She noticed that not everyone shared Stewart's immediate confidence in Clark's abilities. When the most prolific scorer in WNBA history looks you in the eye and warns that reality is coming, it tends to stick with you. Diana Taurasi's early skepticism about Clark sparked intense debate until something unexpected changed everything.
Aside from the numbers, the viewership, the attendance, the way that she plays the game, she's ultra competitive. Her ability to really stretch the floor and find her teammates, she has these games where it's like you have to guard her wherever she is.
As the season progressed, Taurasi's viewpoint started to drastically change. In their last game, when Clark's fever overtook the Mercury Force Taurasi, everyone saw they were seeing something exceptional.
Look, SVP, Reality is coming.
Okay.
There's levels to this thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. What Caitlin's been able to do in her short career so far has just been nothing short of remarkable. And the one thing that I really love about her, she loves the game. You can tell she's put the work in. And even, throughout, her short WNBA career, it's been a lot of pressure, a lot of things thrown at her. And, she keeps showing up and keeps getting better every single game. So her future is super bright. And, being a veteran and being in this league for a long, long time, it's pretty cool to see that and, going into the future.
Where skepticism once existed, their relationship now shows genuine understanding between two generations of basketball supremacy. Now that 10 of basketball's greatest minds have come together to commend a rookie, it's obvious that we're witnessing something extraordinary. From Ionescu's early support to Taza's dramatic change of heart, these legends recognize what Clark brings to the game, and their collective endorsements speak volumes about her potential to transform the sport. The Indiana Fever, who were once struggling to find their footing, are now playoff contenders. The future of women's basketball has never looked brighter. The legends have spoken, and Clark is inspiring a new generation of players and raising the ENT profile of the sport. What do you think? Let us know in the comments, subscribe, and enable all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we'll see you in the next one.